We are live with our penultimate game, ladies and gentlemen, of PUBG tonight in the DreamHack PUBG Showdown. This is the final qualifying round where the top 4 from this lobby will move through. Now is the time to make sure you leave nothing on the table as these teams fight to be part of that top 4. And what a leaderboard it is, ladies and gentlemen. The As Kickers are out in front with 45 points. However, second and third place are tied on 36. We've got Haiku and 22 Esports, both on 36 points. So both teams that we have regularly seen in pro scrims. In fourth place, just 2 points behind them on 34 points, X-Base holding on for dear life. But they are very much in that top 4 position right now. And here's where it gets interesting. In 5th and 6th places, with 29 and 27 points respectively, are Redline and Sauna Boys. So 2 of the stronger teams in this lobby. I would argue, actually, that pretty much all of the top teams in this lobby are here. But the question is, which 4 of them will end up making it through? And here's where it starts to get spicy. Right. So it looks like this was a reaction drop from the placeholders. Where are the placeholders, actually? We should take a look. Placeholders are in 8th place. So 8th place at the moment. They're going to have to... They can actually bring it into the top 4, but they're going to have some seriously good games to do that. And there are only 2 left as well. Oh no. Carl is in this compound. Carl is in this compound. Mac and Dark, no! Carl must be thinking, is there a bot? What's going on? Well, this just got awkward. There's no vest and no helmet, amusingly. Whereas there is a vest and helmet for Mac and Dark. Mac and Dark is probably favorite in this kind of position. But it's much easier for 836 Pizza Locale to say, please get a vehicle and join me right the hell now. Also, look at this circle. Esports Circle is alive and well. It is odds on to be on Sosnovka Island, so we will get a military finish by the looks of things. Hazatan has popped out nearby. Is that going to allow Mac and Dark to get the kill? It isn't. Hazatan also gets a wheel blown off the buggy. Carl survives that, if only just. Mac and Dark goes down. Very, very tense start to the game. And you can see Pizza Locale only just getting in there. God, I want a pizza now. I've said pizza quite a lot tonight. Got some pizza in the fridge, actually. Maybe. Maybe. Let's talk about Sosnovka Island. X-Base are here. They're going to be very, very happy indeed. They want to continue to play well and cement their top 4 position. Ideally, we want to see the likes of Redline, of placeholders, of the Sauna Boys. Make X-Base uncomfortable. They're not going to get that from a circle like this. Absolutely not. Let's see what happens near the bridge. Top 3 last game. Corpseback, Sanchez and co. have to move quickly. They're not actually crossing the bridge. In my opinion, they should cross the bridge. Get across. Once you're across, they won't follow. They don't want to be camped. They're going to move straight away, thinking actually it's okay. And they're going to be asking Sanchez and DMS if it's possible to camp these guys out. What are they going to do? It doesn't look like they're going to stop and fight. I think they might have been able to get a knock if they stopped and fought, personally. Oh, they are. They're stopping at the crossroads. That's first. What about Hobby? Beautiful drive-by by Hobbit. Gets one, looking for the second. Corpseback is down now as well. And that is both of them down. Team 3 will get those 2 kills. I honestly think if Sanchez and DMS were waiting at the end of the bridge, that fight would have been completely different. I really, really do. These guys should have radioed in to say, guys, guess what? There's a team following us across the bridge. Get in position. They shouldn't have gone so far south to be at the crossroads, in my personal opinion. Fight in one of the new bits of Erangel. This is Fenerbahce. They've got the port at the moment. Are we going to see a ferry crossing? I would love for that to be a thing if they do. Might have to wait a little while though. And all the way up here on the hill. Squad 14. Biggs & Co. having an awful time right now. Hang on just a second. 22 Esports. Absolutely going to town on Squad 9. 2 kills so far. That's Freddy dead in the distance, but Kearney is still around. Choke gets flushed out as well. Where's Jones? Is Jones still alive? Jones isn't still alive. It's actually just Kearney left. Gets a shot up onto free kill. Not quite the confirmed kill, though. Is that good enough? That's Kearney down. Oh, but the frag grenade was good, which means they will get the point onto free kill. 22 Esports will have 4 kills and 4 points, but go down to 3 players left standing in phase 1. Remember, these teams are fighting tooth and nail at the moment. 22 Esports tied with Haiku at the moment on 36 going into this game. Sanchez and DMS staying on the south side of military base. X-Space is a little bit too split. I love this position. My favorite position, I think, on Military Island. The observatory is fantastic. And Kenpachi is holding that for his team right now. Where is everyone else rotating in? The Az Kickers are still very far north. They've just gone past Georgia Pole and Ruins. I doubt a lot. Still really far back, actually in the blue for a couple more seconds. In fact, he might actually stay in the blue because it's just moving so quickly. Look at this. The blue's moving about as quickly as he is, and he's got obstacles to navigate around. So that might be it. TCM, Peaks and Vandal and Blanky Bants have got a boat. And they should comfortably go down to the south side of Novo. I don't think there's any realistic chance of the circle moving back up north, so they'll probably end up beaching these boats and be okay with that decision. And that's what they do. Nice and safe. Moleman, Old Taba, Danilo, and Magebane now at the ferry pier. Remember, they don't actually have to cross. It's merely advisory at this stage. They're still in the circle. Haiku unleashing a lot of bullets towards the north side of that bridge, just trying to take a couple of wheels off of that car. Oh, Primorsk, what is going on here? Why are there still people here? Pizza Locale are absolutely in no man's land, dynamite fishing against Squad 10. Where is the rest of Squad 10? That's it, they're dead. That's Redline. What were Redline doing out there? They're in 5th place. This is not good for them. They're going to have a monster Game 6 if they want to make it through. Now, Redline, the surprise exit in the early stages of game number 5. This is going to make a big, big difference to their chances here. Oh, that is I would go as far as to say that is disastrous for Redline. Actually disastrous. Next circle, very big shift towards Novo. Several players, actually, over on the west side. They're not going to be happy with this. Pizza Locale should be able to make it all the way. They're just going to have to take turns. And here comes the bridge camp. Love the pre-nade there. Faye and Hazarton both going down to squad number 3. Fancy Pants and Hobbit looking for the additional kills. Opchi, though, will be able to get away. Competitive bridge camping is a thing. Oh, and here come the ass kickers as well. They're not done. There are more people here. Marcelic getting knocked by first. Oh, needing to heal very quickly indeed. These guys top of the table at the moment, but in a horrendous position. At some point, they're going to have to decide to crash or similar. I doubt a lot might be doing just that. He was aiming to get to Marcelic. Unfortunately, won't quite make it. First has now been knocked. A little bit of damage coming into play now on the other side. Norcus with the flank. If Norcus gets another knock or two, they're going to full push this. I don't think they know one person jumped into the river, and that's going to be big. Sila's now down. Surprise! And here we go on to Hobbitez. This frag grenade looks good! The boom must have been blocked from that explosion because of the UAZ in the way. That's a great grenade! Oh, that is a fantastic grenade onto Norcus. I doubt a lot now. The only player left standing for the ass kickers. We've got Daboom, Fancy Pants, and it looks like Hobbitez is very close to being revived. Smoke's coming out. Good positioning, does some damage. Concrete barrier they're saving, I doubt a lot. As soon as one of those nades goes past, they're in trouble. That one went past, that one went past a lot! 50 damage, one more of those and he's down. Still hanging on by the skin of his teeth. What's the next situation looking like? One more first aid. Great molly, forcing Fancy Pants away. Good flashbang in response. Should have been underarm, doesn't matter. Hobbitez manages to get that. And that is Team 3 successfully bridge camping 2 completely separate teams. On the other bridge now, more drama. Squads 4 and 12 at it, hammer and tongs. Danilo looking for Lolita, gets him as well. Mage Bane and the old Tabba are both down. Can we actually reach them in time? Should be able to. We've got Danilo. Danilo's healing here, but we've also got someone on the other side, don't we? Yes, Moleman should be able to get both of those reses. And crucially, this is still in circle. North Novo, basically the southern edge of the eastern bridge, is where the next game is going to finish. On the south side, these guys are relatively secure. I love the position that X-Base are in. My dream position. "11 teams alive. And we're slowly getting to the 15-minute mark now. A lot of very wide rotations. Military Island Circle. Teams have had... Normally, you would argue that 13 or 14 teams left alive at this stage is normal. But with the rotations these teams have had to make, entirely understandable. sauna boys have been spotted. Don't think there's much, realistically, that can be done about that. They're just going to have to back off and allow X-Base to comfortably occupy this territory. They've also spotted 836, Pizza Locale. We're moving slightly closer to Rowan and Forge 2K. Next circle firmly onto the island. Watching OpG right now. The last player left alive, a placeholder. Need a big score from them to come into contention. Oh, spot someone in the open. I think he saw Dunlopper there. Yes, he did. Dunlopper's going to do a lot of damage. Buggy gets flipped. Is it going to right itself? He's not waiting to find out. Now, this poses a problem for Squad 8. He gets into this compound before they get here. What are they going to do about it? A boat for... Is Moleman still on the coast? No, Moleman's here. That's just a spectator bug. So, hopping into a boat and should be able to go North Novo. Our Squad 4. Here comes Satan, Urkus, and co. Pushing up against Squad 3. The bridge campers from earlier. The As-Kickers are out because of them. They held a really good position, to be fair, but as a result, they were very late into this circle. And because they were very late into this circle, it's presented their opponents with an opportunity to pick them off cheaply now. Fancy Pants getting headshot off the bike. Satan FPS not allowing him to get away. And that's it. Team number 3 eliminated. We're now into our top 9 teams at the 17-minute mark. So the herd thinning out quite substantially here. And these kind of circles do that very, very well in PUBG. X-Base more or less dominant here at the moment. We've got Nookie in the watchtower underneath. That's going to be fine. No real possibility of any fighting anytime soon, if I'm being frank. You'd have to have the nade from heaven to get into there. I suppose it's possible. I don't think I've seen it in my PUBG casting career. I think I might have observed or cast something like 1,000 games. Maybe a bit under that. It's a big number anyway. I'd love to see that happen. I don't think I've ever observed that, though. Pizza Locale now have to deal. Squad 14 attempting to get on top of this ridge to cross the road. Teammates have spotted them. Metabay actually has a really, really good opportunity to sneak up and get an off angle. Sees where they are at the rock. Carl and Nail are both down. I think 14 are going to take this opportunity to cross the road. That would be entirely to their benefit, but he misses the shots onto Urkus, and Matabay goes down as well. This is an absolute disaster. Free is the only player left alive, and he's going to have to snake it here. This is a horrible, horrible miscalculation by 836. And credit where it's due as well, can we just point out. Fantastic sniping from these guys. All 4 left alive. 6 kills in the bag. Phase 4 about to slow down. They're doing well. Ruin and Forge 2K, what are they doing underneath? Why are they splitting? They should have all been on top of the observatory. Forge 2K will be able to get the reviver, but they are a long way from home. Zatrixus will go down to a grenade. If I were X-Base right now, I'd be moving back. Finish this mini skirmish and then run. Urkus goes down. That Molotov is good. They get the 2 points in the bag. Now hold the compound. Would be my advice. And try and get back up onto Observatory, because look at this. The crossroads are just about in, but Observatory is absolutely the dominant position. Nookie might actually find that his taking of that Wizard Tower is going to absolutely pay off. We'll have to wait and see there. Kixon and Vandal, the last 2 remaining players of the Watermelons. They're going to really struggle here. In the crosshairs, about 22 esports and about 4 other teams. This car has seen better days. Definitely worth taking in for a service. They're hoping to get... They can't actually do it. They can't get to the watchtower. I understand what they were thinking, but it's not going to work. That's Pixen down. And Vandal, poor Vandal, you need to leave very quickly, my friend. And I guess this is home now. Oh my! Okay, maybe it's not home for long. Nookie not liking the fact that Vandal is there. Don't think they're going to have much choice. Diggs and Satan very close to free. The last surviving member of Pizza Locale, that's taken down. Little bit greedy, goes to the point. Can do that, he does get a point to be fair, but I would have rather focused on where Diggs was. Diggs now has that audio cue. The audio cue's not enough! He gets Diggs! I take it all back, and Free manages now to get 3 kills to his name. And they're inside the top 8. They're 7th as things currently stand, but Jesus, how are they going to get past Squad 8? Dunlopper, Babu, and Gitona must be right on him. Not to mention X-Base up top still. There we go, at least the surviving team members have done that. Not a fun place to be, constantly medding. To be fair, there are 3 left. Using it a little bit early, in my opinion. Oh, that's because we're going up to 8 hit points per second now. Ignore me, that was completely fine. And Free manages to escape the wrath of everyone except the Masters on top of Observatory Hill. Now, Observatory is no longer in the next circle. X-Base are going to have to move down, but they get to choose when and where. Nookie is also out, which means the Sauna Boys have to move as well. The Crossroads teams are going to be happy with this. 22 Esports will be licking their chops because they're going to get to gatekeep this team from Novo, potentially get some points on the board, and make it into the top 3 or top 4. But realistically, Fenerbahce are the team that are going to profit the most, I think. They've got the most amounts of ground, the most amount of cover, because they have more buildings. And they're able to see more people. Here come X-Base. Trying to play this ridge here. The Sauna Boys say, we don't want you anywhere close to us. Misa's found. The terrain is going to say no to that. Shidrag is down. Kenpachi probably needs to get behind the UAS. I think Nookie and Anonymous have got a really good position on that. It all comes down to how well Ruin can do. Kenpachi gets knocked now as well. Only 2 players left up top. And suddenly things aren't looking so rosy here for X-Base. I thought when they moved down they were going to do it together. Misa gets tagged. Anonymous is spotted as well. But it's a 4v2, and X-Base, despite having the best position on the map for several circles, is going to go down now. Sauna Boys now up to 4 kills with all 4 alive. They're in the top 6 as well, so it's good, but they're on the edge of the circle with Team 8 to deal with, and this is going to be the big one. Oh my god, that Molotov was ridiculously good. It's a hair away from affecting at least 2 of them. And Free is going to make his last stand. Unfortunately, a care package was right on top. Never helpful, that. There's an AUG and fresh level 3 gear for anyone who wants it. And the Sauna Boys now want to mop up a very, very weakened Team 8 before thinking about how they're going to move into circle. I actually think they should back away from this fight and go straight into middle circle. Personal opinion. But difficult for Anonymous to do that in his position right now. You can see the smoke obscuring the vision there. The rest of his team are focusing further into the circle. Not terribly worried. That's a Nookie. What on earth? Again, 22 Esports still doing all right. But Mage Bane, Moleman, Danilo are knocking on their door. Old Taba was lost in the crossfire. And teammate, they were struggling on the edge of that mountain. The Sauna boys disengaged. I think they've done well to do that. Because now they're in a position where they can just focus on what lies ahead. They're the only team with 4 still up. It's a 4v3, v3, v3. So still a very volatile situation. They've got the high ground, but they're not in circle. 22 Esports, they've got the hard cover. Team 4. They don't have the hard cover. But they've got a decent ridge where they can play the entire sector of the circle to themselves if they want to. Getting very aggressive, though, and the Sauna boys have got an angle on them now. This might make them change their mind. And then finally, Fenerbahce, I think, are just trying to be sneaky. They want to rotate in after everyone else and say, you guys fight it out. We'll try and take second bait. I think that's got to be the way forward for them. You could always just open the door, mate. Just saying. Little bit violent. Sakura perilously close to Mage Bane, who lies in wait. Even knows which tree he's behind. Not sure Sakura realizes how close the danger actually is. 15 seconds until Phase 8 is revealed. Sakura backs off slightly. Mage Bane no longer has a shot on target. Here's the footsteps. It's Moleman from range, though, as opposed to Mage Bane who gets that, which means Mage Bane actually stays quiet. Rotating back towards the rest of the team because of Phase 8, which means that they're out of circle, and the Sauna boys are out of circle as well. A little bit unfortunate for them. They're going to have to play with it. Sheesh and the rest of Fenerbahce are now actually looking very nice. They are the most central team. If this goes to Phase 9, Sheesh is basically camping out in the center saying, come at me, bro. Yuki and Misa trying to come to Anonymous's aid. But now getting third party from other people as well. The smoke's gone. And the Sauna boys are looking in a perilous position. There's like an unspoken agreement now, where Team 4 and 22 Esports seem to be working together against the Sauna boys, trying to prevent them from getting in. In 40 seconds' time, they won't have a choice. Just over half a minute for them to decide what their game plan is and how they're going to execute this while remaining alive. Misa and Nuki trying to move towards Mage Bane. They get absolutely slaughtered by Sinister straight away. Nuki is the last player alive. He's stuck. More damage getting done to him now by 22. Just a couple of seconds before the blue zone forces him to move on to the other side of the US, and he will surely be fish food. The vehicle gets blown out of the way. He's got a tree. Nope. Not even gonna peek. That's Nuki. Dying to the blue zone here. We're now down to 3. And Phase 9 is indeed about to creep in. Mage Bane a little bit close for comfort. And 22 Esports are going to be pushed out. You know what this means, though? This means that Fenerbahce, I would think, are in an excellent position to try and win a game. Just don't underestimate the fragging power of 22 Esports. Sinister now pushing out, choosing to attack one team before the next. Looking for purchase on Mage Bane and Moleman. Mage Bane is still down. Will get finished. Moleman actually gets an angle. Sinister's able to drop to the deck, though. Moleman down Senix. Is Senix going to get finished? It doesn't look like it. But Sinister is the last surviving member up. He's going to have to play this 1v3, I think. Salbeni and Sheesh very close by as well. There we go. Oh my god, on about 20 HP! Sheesh was supposed to finish it there. Sheesh was supposed to win the chicken dinner. That hasn't happened. Salbeni is now coming up on a sliver of health. And Riddy in the distance takes shelter. What is going on? Sinister is making this a big fight, and he's actually going for a res as well, I think. Does he have a smoke available? He does not. He might actually get at least one res. Senex is going to go for information instead. In fact, 22 Esports are back up to 2. It's a 2v2. Salbeni and Riddy versus Sinister and Dark Choice. Dark Choice hasn't got meds. Needs to grab a first aid from his mate. Sinister knocked now. Big grenade. No first aid available for Dark Choice. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. They go! They go outside of the blue, but Riddy still manages to get the kill there. And Fenerbahce, ladies and gentlemen, with 6 kills, takes home the win in game number 5. What a tremendously tense finish. Very, very well played to them. 22 Esports, of course, in second place. And Danilo Molman, Magebane, and the Alt Tabber will take home a solid third. But we'll have to wait and see what this means for the overall leaderboard.